Welcome back to Square Off. A so-called Homewrecker lawsuit exposes an alleged extramarital affair between former Senator Kyrsten Sinema and a staff member. But it did more than that. It also revived questions about Sinema's potentially illegal use of campaign funds and taxpayer dollars for personal purposes. Sex, politics, money, Taylor Swift, psychedelic drugs. Did I mention lascivious text messages? This sordid story has it all. We will touch some of those bases. Joining us to discuss all that and more are Stacey Pearson, Democratic consultant at Lumen Strategies, and Barrett Marson, Republican consultant at Marson Media. Welcome back to Square Off. Aren't you lucky?
Oh, so lucky.
It's a short straw for me today.
Before we get started, I want to say 12 News tried numerous ways to get a comment from Kyrsten Sinema, including a door knock at her Cave Creek home. We were unsuccessful. So many people learned something, that there's such a thing as a homewrecker law in several states. Who
knew?
Who knew? A jilted spouse can sue the person who broke up the marriage. In this case, this happened in North Carolina. This man, Matthew Amel's ex-wife in North Carolina, is suing. Lawsuit went viral. What boggled your mind in this suit?
Oh, what boggled my mind? Well, I thought it was a masterful PR tactic, right? The lawsuit was so salacious. I mean, folks were reading it and incorporating responses from the alleged text messages. I think what I am most surprised by is that, you know, many times I've been on this show defending Kyrsten Sinema and votes she took and actions she made, and she was always very strategic. And if these allegations are true, it doesn't look particularly strategic.
That's the kind way of saying it, for sure. I actually want to look past the lewd and lascivious nature of it all and go to the business and taxpayer part of it. And I think that's the worst. I mean, you know, Senator Sinema put him on her staff, put her boyfriend on her Senate staff, I assume a highly paid wage, and then probably got him a good gig as a fellow, whatever that means, at ASU. And of course, there's ample video of him testifying at the legislature to get $5 million in taxpayer funds for ibogaine research, which is a psychedelic drug to help treat PTSD for veterans.
He's not getting the money. No one's giving him the money.
No, for research. I mean, I said for research.
But who among us has not dated someone they worked with? You are married to another lobbyist.
I am married to absolutely.
I don't care who she's sleeping with.
I don't
as long
either.
As he's been hired for a job he's qualified for.
And we don't know that he's qualified. But you know, one of the things that I found most interesting is that he spoke at an ASU security forum, and then literally about 3 weeks later, he's in a mental institution and allegedly has strangled a nurse. And so that, I mean, at the security forum, you have Michael Crow, and you had senators. Mark Kelly, I believe, was there and spoke.
Well, not at this forum. Okay. Because we have a picture of them. Can we put that up? We have video of Kyrsten Sinema and Matthew Amel, the gentleman. There they are together at a forum just last October at ASU. It was a future security forum.
Yeah.
Had some notable speakers. I don't think Mark Kelly.
Yeah, no, and I think Brett McGurk was there. You know, ambassadors and it's crazy to put him into that environment and then see what he has done as well. So I think that is sort of the bigger thing. And
but hang on, you're burying a very important part of that story. The guy was in a mental hospital in North Carolina on an involuntary hold, which is extraordinarily difficult to get. He is documented and talked publicly numerous times about his PTSD. He's an Afghanistan war vet.
Absolutely.
So saying that the guy shouldn't be employed because...
I didn't say he shouldn't be. No, I didn't say he shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be on a panel.
He was a war veteran, Green Beret.
Absolutely. But I mean, and Sinema is bringing her boyfriend to these things and getting him a job at ASU. I think that is the story.
And let's be clear about things, because these are allegations, and we just showed you video of Sinema, or an image of Sinema and her lover, Matthew Amel, together at Arizona State University. It appears he got the job through Sinema. We don't know. We have tried to reach out. We have reached out to ASU for answers. They haven't confirmed.
How much has ASU paid this gentleman?
We don't know. We have not been able to find that out. And again, ASU isn't talking. And again, as you pointed out, there are potential campaign finance violations, using money on personal expenses, concert, travel, wine. We knew of that. Now there's more evidence of it, or a reason for it. Now we understand where it went. Also, ethics violations.
Well, I don't think ethics matters anymore because she's no longer a sitting senator.
Well, there's a 5-year statute of limitations on the campaign violations. Right. But on the ethics side, she employed somebody she was having an affair with for at least $52,000 in 3 months.
Wow.
Last 3 months of employment, he got $52,000 over a whole year. That's over $200,000.
And you know, I mean, I think ASU has a lot to answer for here. Again, why did they employ this person? What were his qualifications? Sinema has a lot to answer for. And, you know, remember, she's got the business roundtable. Again, ASU has ponied up, I believe, $250,000.
A lot of people here have.
Yeah, Honeywell, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Those people have to ask themselves, do we want to be in the Kyrsten Sinema business?
Come on.
Well, no,
we're going a little Handmaid's Tale here. Like, whether or not she met someone at work and had a relationship with him.
And then hired him on taxpayer funds.
That she'll have to account for, the taxpayer funds portion.
Absolutely.
No one's confused about the fact that the woman has access to
bad
relationships.
But it's the bad judgment that we're talking about here. I mean, putting her boyfriend
She is a private citizen now, but
she is.
When she was a senator.
Yeah, but that shows bad judgment.
And she's not running for office again.
No, she's not. Because she was kind of drummed out, if you will. I mean, she decided not to run because she couldn't get reelected. And I think that was, that's why she moved from a Democrat to an independent. Look, I was on here saying, I think I was on literally Square saying she is Republicans' favorite Democrat from Arizona. There was no doubt about that. She worked really well with Republicans in the Senate. She was really one of the most powerful people in the country at the time. And now, and to show this bad judgment.
If you read the lawsuit, she knows that.
Yes, absolutely.
Clear. Real quick, is this the last we've seen of Kyrsten Sinema in any kind of public life?
Oh, yes, I doubt it.
I'm sure she'll, at some point, come back and have to, lobby in front of a city council again.
Just like Chandler. That didn't go very well in Chandler.
That did not go very well.
Apology to our viewers. We're not going to get to the tax cuts. So, as we teased earlier in the show, I feared this would take up a whole segment, and it did. Barrett Marson, Stacey Pearson, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.